Absolute dynamite. Oh my goodness.
Oscar Bevis for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm here at the arena in Birmingham with a very deflated Liam Taylor. Disappointing for the fans that we didn't get to see what was sort of turning into be a pretty good fight. Disappointing for you that you were 4 seconds away from a decision that would have seen you win the Commonwealth and the British title.
Yeah.
Disappointment for Chris because he's got a cut and there's
Yeah,
the rematch can't be for God knows 5 months or so. So disappointing all round really.
Yeah, you know, it took a long time to happen anyway. Obviously, I was made mandatory at the start of the year. Johnny Garton obviously didn't want to fight me, so we fought Chris. Then it prolonged it when he got cut in August to Chris Jenkins. So it's been a long year for me. You know, I beat Sarah Nurse and Neil and Nate over 12 months ago. So it's a bit hard to take because I know it's going to be another long wait. But look, hopefully, you know, we can have an in-between fight that's a bit meaningful because hopefully people would have watched me tonight and liked my style and want to watch me again.
Talk me through the fights. Obviously, the first round, well, you got given every round on the scorecards, but the first round there was action. The second round, you dropped him.
Yeah.
And then the third and fourth were just carnage.
Well, the first round before we'll try and establish my jab and we'll see what his range is and what he's going to do because obviously he's been cut bad in his past few fights. So Steve told me to try and work him out, see if he's going to go on the back foot, which he didn't really. You know, I was expecting him to go on his back foot more. So I was catching him with the jab pretty sharp, and then in the second round we were working on certain shots. He walked onto a right hand. As soon as I hit him with the right hand, I seen his leg wobble. Steve didn't see it, my coach and the lads, but I seen his leg wobble, so I went for him a little bit. I went wild, lost my shape a little bit, but yeah, I got him down. He took a knee, so I knew I'd won that round 10-8. I probably put a bit too much into that effort, so I just took a bit of an eye guard for the rest of the round. Then the third and the fourth, like I say, it was starting opening up to a good fight, but I felt stronger than him. Do you know what I mean? I felt when I was catching with the backhand, it was, you know, playing an effect. But it's one of them. We won't know what would have happened. But 4 seconds, I would have been British and Commonwealth champion. But I do obviously feel sorry for Chris in the sense that he's been cut. You know, and it was a good fight.
You said to me just a minute ago that you actually thought you was in the fifth. You thought you thought you had it.
Yeah, it's one of them when you're just in long fights. You just sort of just sit down, you still, and just get back up and don't know where. It could have been the third, could have been the fifth. I was just hoping it was the fifth, but it was the fourth. So yeah.
One downside to this whole thing for you is that the rematch now will be pushed back to perhaps summertime even.
Yeah, I reckon.
Potentially. Yeah. So you said you're going to want a meaningful fight in the middle, perhaps.
Hopefully, yeah. I mean,
look for another title, or.
Well, I don't know what Chris's situation is, but I don't know if Frank Warren and Chris can make an agreement that they could maybe vacate the Commonwealth and, you know, get me to fight and with a clause to rematch him immediately after it, something like that maybe, or just another belt, meaningful fight I'll need. I'm not saying he's got to vacate the belt, but just a nice 10-rounder against a decent opponent in between would be nice, or a 12-rounder. I don't want to be waiting 6 months because he's cut.
And talk to me about Chris in the fight. Did you feel his power? Was there anything that was sort of worrying you? Worrying you, but was there anything that you was a bit wary of in the fight? Or?
No, obviously, listen, he's a sharp fighter. Do you know what I mean? He's not the physically strongest, but he's sharp. So. And I knew he was going to be looking for a sharp body shot, so I was aware of that. But no, to be honest, he was, you know, what I expected. I've watched a lot of him, and I think I got my tactics bang on for the fight.
You say you watch a lot of him. Is that because you won the mandatory 12 months ago? So
you know what? It's not. I mean, I've watched a lot of his career from the day. I think he won the prize fight years ago. When I was trying to get in that prize fight, I couldn't get in it. I was gutted. I watched it and thought, oh, he's a good fighter. And ever since then, I think he won like a WBC International or a Manchester show, and I wanted the fight there. And nothing that, and then obviously I took the Nurse fight when he pulled out on the day's notice, and we've always been, you know, going to clash, you know, and it's happened now, so yeah.
Clashed a bit too hard, unfortunately.
yeah, clash.
That's the problem.
It's just, to be honest, on the cameras, some people saying they've seen it and it looks blatant, but it wasn't blatant. I jabbed and I dipped for the backhand, and as I dipped, it might look a bit scruffy, but. Nothing was intentional. You know, I wanted to beat him fair and square with boxing. It's just a shame it happened that way.
Right, Liam, well, commiserations tonight. Thank you for giving me some of your time.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing you back out in action soon.
Cheers,
we'll catch up with you then. Cheers, mate.
It is special. Absolute dynamite.